At him today, he was able to get 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards rushing.
He was playing great, breaking every tackle, it seemed like, left and right. Had a great game. He looked really good.
And then just how do you feel this carries over the next week going into Iowa State? Because obviously last year before you played them, you were coming off the scare, if you will, against UNI, but this year you're able to coast a nice 30-point victory.
We'll be looking at it the same way. It's kind of a week-to-week thing. You got to know the big picture, but take it week by week and understand what you have to do. So I think going into next week, it'll just be the same deal, just like any other game.
It seems like with Adam, sometimes he gets overshadowed with Jewel Hampton and Wagner stuff. It's like every day he just comes. Is it the same way in practice? Just what you see is what you get?
Yeah, he's a really, really hard-working guy. I have a lot of respect for him. Runs really hard. Obviously, he shows up on the field and makes breaking tackles, driving the ball out. That's just kind of the guy he is. He works hard and plays hard.
It's like a guy like him too. He didn't have the big credentials coming out of high school, but so many guys like him come here and they make their mark. What's that say about the coaches?
The coaches are definitely good at pushing you and making sure you have opportunities to push yourself and develop. And he's definitely one of those guys. He came in, worked hard, worked his way up, and just kept showing up every day, working really hard.
I'm sure you've been asked 100 times, but can you take me through the punt block?
I was running and the guy was widening out, so I figured I could try and up and under him and split the two guys there. And I just went right between them. I don't think they were expecting it. Got the block, and I got a nice bounce out in front of me and ran and scooped it. Trying not to drop it was the main thing, I think. And from there, it was just running it in.
Are you thinking touchdown when it's on the ground like that in front of you?
Yeah, it all depends on how, what kind of bounce you would get. If it would have bounced backwards, obviously I would try and jump on it and make sure they didn't get possession. But the way it bounced out in front, it was 10 yards downfield sitting there. I was thinking touchdown right there.
By blocking and returning a punt for a touchdown, you did what Adrian Claiborne can do.
I heard he had a few choice words for me earlier.
Really? Is he jealous?
I think he's just kidding around, but I thought his was a little more clutch. It was an important time in the game, and he ran the guy over. It looked a lot better than that.
Does this feel like something that you can hang on to for forever? I guess.
Yeah, definitely. All the experiences you have out on the field, good and bad. You're going to reflect on them when you're older, especially the good ones. Getting a play like that, it's a special play, and I'll definitely reflect on it for a long time.
Talk about